Daddy comes on the floor. Me and the roaches fights over who gets to lick it first. What in God's name? Pushing unscientific ideology that trans women are women is transphobia because it erases trans women as a unique category of human males. Only men can be trans women, and if you were never a male, as current ideology often claims, you were never a trans woman either. I'm a theistic Satanist, demonolator, and Kemetic polytheist. I work with Satan, several demonic entities, and also several of the Egyptian gods. Call me crazy if you will, but I do all of this as a queer person and have never felt any type of rejection from them, or for that matter from these spiritual communities. For those with a fat friend, when a waitress asks booth or table, don't immediately yell out booth. Your fat friend might not fit comfortably. Don't exclaim crap like I'm so fat after a meal. You are not. Also, saying that makes it sound like you think fat is bad. If you invite a fat friend on a hike, don't act annoyed when your fat friend is slower than you and needs more water breaks. Don't ask a fat friend to go shopping with you and then only go to stores you both know only carry straight sizes, unless said trip is for a specific purpose, not an all-day affair. Don't look at a fat friend with a surprised look when they tell you how much they spend on clothes. Thrift shops do not carry a large supply of cute plus-size clothing. If fat friends steal seatbelt extension from airplane, be supportive. If you have a car full of friends going somewhere together, maybe wait a minute before you scream shotgun. Also, if you sit in a crowded back seat with a fat person, be aware that they are aware of how much space they are occupying versus how much space you are occupying. Be aware that most stores that carry plus-size clothing only go up to a 2 or 3 times, and finifats are often completely left out and struggle big time to find clothes. Unless asked, do not give advice on diets or workouts. If you do, fat friend might question friendship. When fat friend mentions their fatness, listen, don't interject with, "You're not fat, you're beautiful." Everyone knows that your fat friend is in fact fat, even you. Let's not offend your friend by claiming one can't be beautiful while fat. Example, blah blah blah, I'm fat, blah blah. Fat friend. Oh, I hear ya. Friend to fat friend. Easy. When a child calls a fat person fat to their face, don't yell at them and turn fat into some bad word. It makes child and fat friend feel awkward. Instead, have a discussion on how sometimes people are fat and sometimes they aren't. Both are great and neither warrant shame. I'm asexual, however I'd wager most fat people are not. Although it is bad to hypersexualize folk, it is also bad to desexualize. Just know that your fat friends are hot and they can get it if they want. Think about how fat intersects with other identities, i.e. race, gender, sexuality, class, and disability. Check out Fat Podcast to further understand what fat friend goes through / deals with. Bad fat bras, body love, the podcast, or the fat lip. Support people who support fat people. Prem, Dana Falsetti, Jessamine Stanley, etc. There's more, but my brain is like, ah! Also, I don't know, just realize that there's a good chance that your fat friend has been made to feel worthless and ugly their whole lives. I know I even have some internal fat phobia that I constantly have to work on and it sucks. So much of my day is thinking about my fatness and how the world perceives me and it's shitty, so just think about us, be nice to us, speak up for us, see our worth and value. Hey fat friends, if you have anything that you would like to add, comment it or shoot me a message and I'll add it. Additions, Alexandria. Listen, I need everyone to know having a fat friend doesn't absolve you from fat phobia or even being fat. We've been conditioned and socialized, just like having a black friend doesn't absolve you from being racist or exerting your privilege in a way that harms others. Also, realize that not everyone's actually a fan of the word fat. Thank you for letting me know how triggering this word can even be. This is something I hadn't considered before because I spent so much time trying to convince myself and others that the word is fine. Bobby, don't talk about how as a not fat friend how much you can eat and look so thin. I know thin people can have a binge eating disorder, but flaunting it in front of a fat friend is extremely hurtful. Amanda, some people, myself included, have medical conditions that cause uncontrollable weight gain.
But the dictionary says...
Every white person ever in an online argument about racism, ignoring the fact that the dictionary was written by white people and language itself can be used as a method of oppression.
Today, in asserting your dominance over man-spreading dudes, spread your legs as well, wide until your whole legs are in awkward, uncomfortable contact.
It makes them flee.
Hashtag manspreading, hashtag feminism, hashtag is this shit posting, hashtag honestly I'm only half joking, hashtag it works, hashtag not tickles, hashtag to delete, hashtag maybe. Forms of transphobia you should watch out for in your speech and thought processes. Casual cis-sexism. Associating genitalia / body parts with gender. Statements like, God, I'm such a lesbian, I love vaginas, and guys don't understand periods at all, or anything that implies people with vaginas and breasts equals female and people with penises equals male. Non-binary eraser. Phrases like, opposite gender. Statements imply male and female are the only genders. Intersex eraser. Phrases like opposite sex statements that imply that there are only two sexes and that everyone is born with strictly a vagina or penis. Assuming gender based on appearance. If you don't know someone's gender, don't assume they are female and don't refer to them as she just because they appear designated female at birth or femme. Don't use gender terms to refer to someone whose gender you do not know.
Health is not determined by your weight, gender, sexual orientation, race, or creed. Health is about how you feel. If you feel good, then you are healthy. It's as simple as that. Daily body positivity. Hashtag daily body positivity, hashtag body positive, hashtag intersectional feminism, hashtag intersectionality, hashtag fat post, hashtag fatspiration, hashtag health is a social construct, hashtag health is defined by how you feel.
Yes, I do consider myself to be kin with Jeffrey Dahmer. I believe his soul and energy resides within my own soul, and therefore I am Dahmer kin. Mock if you want, but the truth is that you probably wouldn't understand me even if you wanted to. His energy brings me confidence, love, and intelligence. If there are any other TCC members who kin themselves with serial killers, please reach out, and you will be received with open arms. Calling women cunt is transphobic because it implies women have vaginas and it's just sexist in general, but calling men dicks is okay because men are trash, and as long as you only call cis men dicks, it's fine, since you can't be sexist towards men. I'm going to start comparing anti-kin to flat earthers, because no matter what you tell them, they don't believe you, even if you explain or add sources about how they're wrong, etc. Because obviously some dumb kid on Tumblr knows more than countless professionals and someone who has done research. They are exactly like flat earthers. Hashtag anti-kin, hashtag otherkin, hashtag ignorance is how stupidity is spread, hashtag Therian. Pro-life or pro-choice or whatever, there is a really simple solution to end all abortions. When boys hit puberty, make it required for all of them to have a vasectomy. Then if they can find a partner and want to have a baby, they can have the vasectomy reversed. This way, accidental pregnancies and pregnancies from rape will be nearly non-existent. Interacting with men is a necessary evil that I am forced to perform under this capitalist regime. Shocking that any man wants to interact with you in the first place. This in itself is an interaction so embarrassing for you. Oh look, me ranting about sex. Truth is, it's not supposed to be enjoyable for assigned female birth people, by both design and socialization. Expecting it to be enjoyable is frankly unrealistic. It's supposed to be painful, and to be honest, who even bothers to make sure that their partner is enjoying themselves? Most people are too focused on their own pleasure to even care. And for me, I get the disturbing feeling that realistically I don't have the right to say no. One could argue about consent with me all they want and try to talk me out of this mindset, but it doesn't change the fact that I know full well that I won't be able to express my wishes without ending up being forced to do the thing anyway. Honestly, sex relies entirely on humiliation, and a power imbalance that goes for everyone no matter what gender they are still applies. Yes, I'm very much sex repulsed and sex negative. I find it disgusting. I even have trouble watching people kiss without wanting to stab both partners in the throat and mutilate their bodies. Sorry about this rant, but I really needed to put it in words. Hashtag TW sex, hashtag TW rape, hashtag sex negative, hashtag violent thoughts. Okay, since some of you can't wrap your heads around the fact that genitals don't equal gender, here's a quick PSA. Some women have penises. Trans women may have penises before undergoing surgery, or trans women may choose not to have surgery, which doesn't make them any less of a woman than if they do. Similarly, trans men may or may not have vaginas. Non-binary people may have penises, or not. Intersex people may also have penises. We exist in a huge variety of gender identities. None of which are determined by what's in our pants or what we're assigned at birth, and that is part of what makes us so incredibly, beautifully diverse. If Jesus was born from a virgin birth, doesn't that mean he only has an X chromosome? Wouldn't that make him female? Wait. Trans Jesus! Trans Jesus! Trans Jesus! Trans Jesus! I have taken 3 years of theology, one of apologetics and one of anatomy and physiology, and I'm honestly stumped by this one. Those species which are parthenogenic, i.e. self-fertilizing, certain lizards, snakes, frogs, and fish, the offspring is always genetically, physically female typical. So yeah, if we were to take the nativity as a scientific story, a parthenogenic human pregnancy, still a scientific impossibility, would result in an assigned female at birth child. And since that child has always been referred to as he, voila, trans Jesus. Actually, I think it depends on the species. Like, New Mexico whiptail lizards are an entirely female all parthenogenesis all the time species, but Komodo dragon parthenogenesis always results in males because their chromosome determination is different. So clearly, to get to the bottom of this mystery, the first question we need to ask is, what kind of reptile was Mary?